Scriptures hit the body like sword off shoddy. Snotty. What up, everybody? That is. Sharing the live. Anybody that's on right now, make sure y'all share that live. What up, everybody? Hopefully, everybody having a good night tonight, having a great week so far. It's only going to get better. Can you hear with yours truly? I truly believe that. What up, y'all? What up? What up? Gonna get these topics in here. Got a lot of topics set up for the night. Not gonna get to them all, of course. Do a few. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. What up, Flawless? What up, baby girl? Shout out to everybody on Facebook and YouTube too. It is. If y'all tuned in the other day, y'all know we had a lot of fuckery. It's always a good thing. Let me go here. These. I also got some flip topics as well to play off of some of the ones we did the last week. Then we're gonna touch on those. I get set up though. Well, cool dude. What up? How you been, yo? CIAA going on this weekend. To anyone that's out there. Moss, what up, Moss? You heading out to the CIAA? I know KRS-One performing tonight. It's in B-More. Hit that old school for you. I ain't seen KRS-One perform. I want to see the Locks, though. I think the Locks is out there. Now go check on the Locks. Woo! It's getting it in, fam. Getting it in, my G. What up, though? Oh, yeah, that's when it's time to hit the do not disturb button. Getting it in. Yo, fuck with the CIAA? I never been personally. I never been. So I don't know what goes on. I don't know if it's like this basketball game, concerts. I don't know what it is. Networking events. I'm hearing a lot of different things, you know. So I don't really know what it is. However, maybe, well, shit, if you want to join the live, let me see. Maybe you can shine some light on it for me. See if you want to join tonight. A bunch of couples acting single. Oh, like homecoming. Okay. It's like homecoming then. Makes sense. Just another reason for people to get out and just cut up. I ain't missing nothing. Bong. Cheers, everybody. So, give it another 2 minutes before I get started. Toss that right there. Make sure y'all got y'all get rights. I'll read through the topics in a second. Ain't gonna be drinking too much tonight. It's a little sham. Shout out to everybody tuned in on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe. Double click it so you get the waves around the bell. It's like you doing like this. Some of the topics we talked about last week. By March. I would have done that. Actually, I would have done that. I might do that for April, though. I might do that for April. Bro. I was actually thinking about that. Take a little time off from drinking. All day, every day, I drank like infused water. I take on water. I take spring water. I put a bunch of like fruits and berries in it, limes. I drink that all day, every day. I don't drink juice except for apple juice. I need that. All right, it's about time to get it started. Can y'all hear me pretty well? I'm pretty sure y'all can't hear any sound effects. Flawless, you sleep? Let me know if you want to join the live. And let me get this shared out real quick. Let's see. All right, here we go. All right, let's get a few people in here. Make sure y'all sharing the live if you get a chance. I was just asking. Hey, Sarita, what up? All right, so let's do it like this, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what to do. Getting right, bringing y'all that infotainment with the truth. Hashtag Factuals. We live with me, your host, Vision, the man there, and the meaning. I just saw the omens, giving y'all that sight beyond sight. I ain't the freshest. That's dope, though. But I bust some stupid dope moves. J30, type the better 100 to ace. Telling they got, oh, hell no. Fuck out my face. Get out of here. Go that way. All right, let's see. What up, my guy? Hold up, let me get the audio. You know how I gotta do, get the audio right. Where's that? There we go. Caster. All right. So we got Mr. Me Too. We got Ronnie Revolutions on the live. Introduce yourself, Mr. Me Too.
It's your boy Black King 1341. Entrepreneur, family guy, girl nigga that just like to stay out the way and take care of home. That's all.
All right. I ain't seen Fitch in a minute. Moss. Ronnie, you there?
I'm here.
It said you buffering.
We probably been working.
They got you buffering over there.
Me?
Nah, it has Ronnie buffering.
I'm ready for your ass tonight.
What you drinking on? Ronnie, try to exit out and come back on the live. All right, you got the Tennessee, that Jack Daniels.
Yeah, I got this one. I got some devil's cut, but that devil's cut a little stronger, so I need something light tonight.
Oh yeah, Ronnie. Well, I think I gotta remove it from the live.
My homie did some nasty shit the other day, yo. This nigga bring me a bottle of 1800. It was fucking jalapeno and cucumber flavored.
What the fuck? Who drinks that? Hey, yeah, boo that man.
I don't even know.
All right, so
I'm like, that shit probably tastes alright in a Bloody Mary, but fuck, make jalapeno and cucumber alcohol.
I would never even have a Bloody Mary. But let's get into the show, y'all. So look, I'm waiting for Ronnie. Oh, there she go. There you go, Ronnie.
What's up?
I tell the people who you are.
What's up, everybody? Ronnie's Revelations. How are you?
What up? Good evening, Queen.
Some people. I see you drinking that good old Jack.
Oh, God damn it.
All right, so look. Last week we had some pretty interesting topics. And even on Tuesday, we kind of recapped some. So just to go over those ones that we spoke about, we're not going to go over them. I'm just going to read them out. So some of them was does the side piece get the best of the main man or woman? Do women know how to be protected by men? We talked about what is the greater motivator, shame or praise? We talked about the 10 most poetastic lyrics of hip hop of all time. We talked about that. We talked about pretty energy or pretty face. And I think we left it at that. So this week, tonight, these are the topics for tonight. And Ronnie, I'll let you pick first. Empress, what else going on, baby girl?
What's up, Empress? I haven't seen her in a minute.
She's just sitting over there.
Greetings and salutations.
Sitting over there shining. All right, so we got, do men know how to be protected by women? What up, Mako? Do men know how to be protected by women? We got examples of symbiotic relationships. We have difference between know-it-alls and knowing what you're talking about. We have how long does it take you or one to see the potential future in someone else? How long does it take you or someone to see the potential future in someone else? Blah 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 blah. Speakerphone etiquette.
I like that topic.
Speakerphone etiquette. If a man has multiple women, does that make him a womanizer? Complacency versus getting comfortable, and also ways you can tell somebody is lying. Why you always lying? So,
bitch, why you keep stuttering? You lying.
Stutter.
Let me too pick a topic.
For one of those.
Yeah, go ahead, me too. Tell me what you're going to pick.
Oh, why you put me on the spot? Ladies first.
Because those are some juicy topics.
I'm being a gentleman.
You are a gentleman.
6, 7, 8, 9 times.
You got a lot of. We ain't gonna talk about all them topics, but let's see.
Probably like 3 of them.
Okay, I'll pick topic number. Let's see. Empress, what topic you want me to pick? Those are all good.
Yo,
what's up, man?
What's good, son?
Repeat the topics again, Jay.
All right, hold on. Let me tell you who you are real quick.
My fault. Yo, I'm still in business mode. Living also Hanson, Brooklyn, stand up. New York, you already know. Dark skin is always love you. You know what I'm saying? I got the red velvet on today.
That joint looks sweet.
What is this?
Now I just finished this business meeting with somebody from the White House and everything. I'm living also handsome. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yo.
I know that's right.
You know what I mean?
You got me about to go. I'm about to go on my rack and grab a blazer.
Salute to the my guy right there, my ugly ass nigga, the host. Salute to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Welcome.
I'm about to go put on a blazer, nigga.
You gotta pause with them hearts, man. All right, I'm gonna go.
You said what?
Topics again. Ronnie, pick the topic. All right. So, so number one, do men know how to be protected by women? 2, examples of symbiotic relationships. 3, difference between a know-it-all and knowing what you're talking about. 4, how long does it take you or someone to see the potential future in someone else? Is that 5?
4.
Are you praying? Huh? You want to start with that one?
Let's do 4.
Right,
I like that top.
Let's get it pop.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Who's the girl talking?
That's Ronnie.
It's Ronnie.
You said who?
I'm the queen, baby. I'm the queen.
I'm sorry. You said it again?
Ronnie. Rani.
Oh, Ronnie. I'm sorry.
It means
yo, turn your camera on. Yo, why you hiding it off?
Cause I be going to bed right after this. Like I niggas gotta get.
I'm going to bed after this too.
All right, so right now we're talking about how long does it take you or one to see the potential future in someone else. All right. So let's get it started with that. So how long does it take you to see the potential future in someone else? So go ahead, Ronnie.
That's a tough one. But that's why I like the topic, because it's tough for me. Everyone's different. Everybody has different potential. So like it's a very hard to. You can't. That's not like everyone doesn't get put in the same box as far as when you notice their potential. Yeah.
Yo, please, let me leave and come right back. I'll be right back. Just add me back.
All right. Do your thing.
Yeah, take that piece off. Don't get it dirty.
Nah, chill. I mean, I'll be right back.
Repeat the topic again. What it says, how long does it take you to see the potential in someone that you're interested in, or you're like
just the one that if someone you kicking it with, like, or even if you like from the time you meet somebody to whenever, like however long you know them, how long does it take you to see the potential future in them, or if there's a potential future in them?
That all comes with, I guess, if you can get past the surface level, right?
All right, there we go.
Now you got.
I would have to go past the surface level, Jay. Like, you can't really get to know the potential if you're just knowing them on that surface level, right? So if it's just surface level conversation, you're not going to get to what you need to know if that's potential in seeing them, unless you're basing it off chemistry, which can get you in trouble. Because, chemistry, you can't marry chemistry. You can fuck chemistry, but you can't marry chemistry. And potential is not reality. I've made that mistake once where you invest in the potential, but they don't see the potential in themselves, and then you end up dealing with the reality is you only invested in the potential, but the potential never became a reality. So you're disappointed.
Go ahead, Black King.
Now, me myself, it's like the meat thing. It's levels to this shit. Sometimes I treat people like my professor used to. You start off with 100, and it's what you do that takes away from that. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. You're going to start off with 100, but it's the work that you put in. Now, when the class is ending and motherfuckers asking you, hey, yo, what did you get? Motherfuckers like, I don't know my grade. You should know your grade. You should know the work that you put in. So motherfucker asks me, oh, what you get in such and such class? I got 100. Because we started off with 100, I ended with 100 because I put in work. But as far as then, you gotta know how you label people. Not everybody you do business with is your folks. So in order to see potential in somebody, as long as you keeping it 100 with me, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. So we always, if I get around you, we vibing, we on our business. I'm a look at you in that light. But when you start doing fuck shit, weird shit, that's when I start. That's when that potential start to fade away, because it's not something that I did. It's something that you did. Like, I really do go by a point system. Motherfuckers lose cool points. I don't like being stood up. Like, communication is a lot. If you communicate with me, hey, look, I couldn't make it, such and such, this and that and the third, we communicated. You ain't got me sitting somewhere looking like a dickhead. So, as far as in potential, you just gotta, I believe, if you have your checklist of what you want, whether that's a friendship, relationship, business partner, if you meet my check marks, then I'ma fuck with you. But when you start acting goofy, I'm at where scissor fingers. I'll cut you the fuck off real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Levin.
Yeah.
So
unmute yourself.
On some G shit. Repeat that shit again. The question.
How long does it take you to see the potential future in someone?
I gotta go get my charger.
Oh, you said how long did?
How long?
Say it again?
How long does it take you to see the potential future in someone?
As far as a female?
Yeah.
Oh, male. I mean, I could go both ways, no Diddy.
Hey,
No, I'm just saying. That's what I'm asking. Cause, I mean, to be honest with you, no, I could go both. I'll speak on both behalves. Like, as a friend, potential. I mean, me personally, I'm selective of who I deal with. So it has to be like, if you genuine, you on the hood level, you gotta prove yourself, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta. I mean, I can read who people are. On a female tip, it's like, all right, well, if you can't fuck my brain, I don't fuck with you. Like, I'm on some G shit. You know what I mean? Like, we got to talk about a lot of things. Well, we don't have to talk about a lot of things, but I like to talk. So, if you know what I'm saying? If you can't have a simple conversation with me, I'm Gucci. I'll dub you real quick, and you will never see me again. Or if I see you, I wouldn't even give you the time of day. Because I value myself as, like, not how I value it.
I agree.
It's like not how I value. I look at myself as like, yo, listen, no disrespect to the females. I gave you the time of my day. I don't care what you got going on. You can move on to the next fuck nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Now, when it comes to dudes, if I fuck with you, like, oh, yo, my nigga, we come from the same hood, we come from the same hood. Oh my God, with this shit. Well, I'm just saying, like, on some G shit, real talk. My nigga, come on, son, with this. Come on, my nigga, like, you wildin'. But that's right here. Nigga, you want me serious or you want me to be on some fuck shit, nigga? What we doing? I know we some fuck shit on some, I mean, like, what we doing? Nigga, I already got forward, nigga.
Aren't you married?
Yeah,
yeah.
So when you married, before you married your wife, how long did it take you to realize she was potential?
So you gotta understand something. I was 24, she's 20. I'm about to be 43 on Wednesday. Salute to my birthday. I'm turning up. Fuck all y'all niggas. It's my birthday weekend.
Happy birthday, nigga. Happy birthday.
Yo, dead ass. I'm turning up for my birthday, but on some G shit. And my brother living is in, so he already know what it is. Whatever. But when you meet, and I'm going 20 years back, you know what I'm saying? Me and my wife been together for 20 years. So when I met her, like, you know what I'm saying? I can answer this without going off topic real quick. I knew it is.
I'm just gonna.
No, I was trying to say what I was going to say, bro.
No, we talking about the potential. He married his potential.
Y'all are off topic. Like, nobody answered the question. Nobody.
No, I
thought I did.
How long?
I thought I did too.
Pause. Duration of time.
Right.
How long does it take? Now, I mean, all of y'all answered, like, if it was saying, like, do you see potential? Like, you know, what does it take to see potential in a person? But no one answered how long does it take.
Let me answer your question. I'm gonna answer her question. And a part of me, I'm lit because I was just having drinks with some guys. The potential is very instant, bro. No, yo, this is what I ain't gonna put his business out there. But what I'm saying to you is potential. Back then, when I think, even today, if I see somebody intriguing, it's like, yo, if you can have a conversation, that's intriguing. That's potential. You know, I'm not out there like that. But if I was, I'd be like, yo, I would talk to you based off you fucking my mental. If we can have a decent conversation about politics or your job or what you've been through and your anything that pertains of some type of what you're doing today that benefits you without a man, speaking on the man's side, that's actually attractive. You know what I'm saying?
So,
But
so Black King, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
All right. Now I put it like this. As far as in time limit, like baby girl said, it all depends on who the person is. Like some people, it been times where I was in relationships where I was with a fucking chick for like 4 years and didn't see no potential. But when I was with, when I was with my wife, I seen that potential where I actually looked at her eyes and seen my future. We was together for a year before I proposed, and there's been times where, like, cause her and my ex had gotten a little argument. And she was calling my wife young and this and that and the third. And my wife just said, look, bitch, I did in a year what you couldn't get done in 6. So it's different strokes for different folks.
Ooh, hold up.
So,
hold up. Yo, what she say?
My wife just, my ex-wife, she just turned, 32. I'm 45. I'll be 46 this year. And my ex was getting on her like, you robbing the cradle. Because at the time, my wife was a fucking nurse. She was young. She was getting it. Mm-hmm. And my ex-wife simply said to her, was like, look, bitch, I did in a year what you couldn't get done in 5 or 6.
Ooh,
so
check this out. Check it out. Age ain't nothing unless you got that mental, right? Because I'm about to be 43 and my wife about to be 40. So my thing is with the mental, even being like, I agree with everything you're saying but the thing is, it took me 5.5 years before I proposed to my wife. So I made sure, I'm gonna speak on the married man standpoint. I'm gonna let it go. I didn't want kids at all, so I made sure that we had that conversation. My wife dug me. She was like, "Yo, we ain't gonna work." I said, "Okay, whatever." Well, we stayed together, and I got 2 kids.
So look,
you know what I'm saying?
So my bad to cut
you. Keep it.
Put it like this, y'all. When I'm saying, how long does it take you to see the potential future in someone? You can see the potential future in someone right away. You can look at somebody and see the potential future in someone. So it doesn't take. Yes, you can. Hold on. You had a chance.
So,
hold on.
I agree.
Yeah, all of y'all had a chance. Y'all fumbled on the answer. Let me use just about like.
I tried my best.
You got was well, nah. Black King just answered it again, but you can see the potential future in someone right away. Rello, what up, little bro? What I'm saying is, it doesn't mean that you're going to be with them. It doesn't mean that you see yourself with them. It's saying you can, like, the key word is potential future. You're not saying in them right away. You can see potential future in someone by how they carry themselves. You can see a potential future in someone by how they speak, by something that they drink. You may be like, damn, that's sophisticated, or just something like that. It doesn't mean that you see yourself with them. But you can see potential in that person, and somebody you may be intrigued by them now. So it's not always about long haul. I can see a potential friendship with somebody like you was getting that living because of shit. We may have things in common, like shit. Like
I ain't like you, nigga. Fuck out of here.
But bottom line is, to say you see potential future in a potential future with somebody or in somebody that you automatically.
I'll be right back.
I just want to agree with him real quick. If you have the mind, the body will follow. Being an intellect and holding a good conversation, that shit is so fucking attractive. In a world full of dummies, if you can find somebody that you can have a good conversation with, somebody that can listen, this and that and the third. Other people have, like, some people have the potential, but they're not using it.
Right.
That's why, that's what they say. God say, if you got gifts that you're not using, you just gonna take it. Like, if you got something, use it. Don't let nobody talk you out of what you trying to do. I don't want to go off topic, but potential for a motherfucker, it comes. Like I said, I was with my daughter's mom for a year before I proposed to her and we got married. But I was with my ex for like 7 years. I just didn't see it in her. And she didn't make me feel that way. She didn't have that submissive shit that I wanted. I like a soft woman. I'm like, I'm gonna leave that alone. But anywho, yeah, if you have the mind, the body will follow. Because it been plenty of chicks who, once you hit them with, like, nerds are winning. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Nerds, niggas with educations and good jobs, we winning.
Yeah,
that's true. I take a nerd over it. Yeah, nerds are in.
So go ahead, Ronnie. Answer the question.
I got 3 degrees.
Go ahead, Ronnie. Answer the question. We move on.
I would like to say I agree with you, Jay. Like, I've met a certain individual and I see potential, but I could then be swayed to say after I saw the potential, certain criteria was not met, and then then you lose the potential aspect, like you said. But
you thought he was a hawk and he pulled a strip dick out on you, huh?
Nah. No, I got that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I saw potential in a guy because he had all the checks. Like he was tall, he was handsome, he was educated, he had a college degree. He was also like street savvy. Had swag. Got money, owns his own house, got property, lake houses, all that shit, right? But I kept asking him to mentally stimulate me, like give me conversation. But he was so interested in me on the surface level, he really didn't ever give me that. So
yeah, that's why I said you have to mind the body will follow.
Yeah, but he had the body. Mm-hmm.
Did you give him conversation?
I wanted to, but he would like he tried to play with me and be like, yeah, you got to go out with me for me to give you some conversation. And then we go out and it's just basic. It's not in depth. But he was like, nah, I need to take you out in order. You're not going to get your way and just want me to have deep Yeah. So
yeah, he didn't want to show off the mind.
He didn't want to show off his mind. And so at the end of the day, like, but everything else was great about him. And he does seem like he's funny, he's charismatic, he loves his family, his kids. He had all the potential in all the right areas, but he couldn't stimulate me mentally. So like,
what up, really though? He was like greedy ass females. He gave you everything, and you complaining about wanting more.
Get him, right.
That's my nigga.
I couldn't know anything about him, like his goals, his aspirations, none of that shit. Like,
all right, let's move on.
I wasn't greedy. Nigga. Fuck what you said.
He called the greedy Gretchen.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
I ain't fucking greedy.
Entertainment. We call that infotainment in the finest of fuckery. Let's get into the next.
What's up, amethyst?
So, I mentioned emotional connection, right? So let's get it like this, y'all. So look. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not. I don't even watch that shit.
King, I'm gonna let you.
That's
yes,
not.
sir.
All right, so hold on. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more, right? So we got do men.
Already know what one I'm gonna pick.
All right, go ahead. Which one?
The know-it-all.
Okay.
The know-it-all.
All right. So difference between the know-it-all and knowing what you're talking about. Go ahead, Black King. What up, Amateur?
I used to tell a lot of people, you can't act educated around motherfuckers that is educated. So all the know-it-alls, when you talking all your shit, me, myself, I read, and I read some more. So when I do get into certain conversations and motherfuckers start talking shit and they don't know what the fuck they talking about, I'm going to call you on it. Because again, you can't be a know-it-all if you don't know it all. My thing is, you ain't got to know it all to be a know-it-all, because they say you a jack of all trades. You know a whole lot about nothing, but a little bit about everything, so you can dip and dab here and there. But on some real shit, like I said, you can't be, act like you this educated ass motherfucker, and you're not around other motherfuckers who are educated. Yeah. If you're around people and you're not using a proper subject-verb agreement, you saying shit out of context, you saying shit that don't make no sense to the topic, the conversation, and you're using the wrong shit.
Right.
So a motherfucker that's educated look up like, yo, what the fuck you talking about, man?
Yes, I agree.
When they're in a room full of dummies that don't know nothing, motherfuckers like, damn, he's so smart. He educated. That boy, he know what he be talking about. No, he don't. That nigga's stupid. Everything he told y'all was a fucking lie, and y'all stupid because y'all ain't know no different. So he look real educated until he get around other motherfuckers like, yeah, you talk like a nigga talk about weight and all this. Well, such and such, such and such. Nigga, you ain't sell a nickel bag in your life. Stop the fuckery.
Never sold a
Like,
trade bag.
now tell motherfuckers like, stop acting like you somebody you not. You know this, you know that. Because if you actually play that part, you get around somebody who actually live that life, they gonna get angry. Because now you're around somebody telling them about a lifestyle or some shit or this topic or that topic, whether they lived it or whether they know extensive details about this shit. And you saying some shit and you like, you all wrong, nigga. You giving the wrong definitions for shit. You really stupid, my guy. But when that person only surround themselves with other stupid people, they look real fly.
Yeah. All right, I like that.
I like it too.
Giggity. All right.
It was 95 degrees. I ain't got no nigga, and then nigga ain't got me. Hey.
What up, baby girl?
Hey.
I'm the purple unicorn. I am the purple. Everything's purple. I'm super magical. You know. What's
You're an alchemist.
If I go to my daughter's room, she got like 1 million unicorns in her shit. Glow in the dark sticker unicorns. A comforter is unicorn. Like, I really I forced my daughter to like unicorns. This shit, yo. She been getting them ever since she was a baby.
I'm a firm believer. If you believe, you shall receive.
All right.
So, yes, I have unicorn power. So I'm magically delicious, too.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Right now, we're talking about the difference.
Hey, you know they say milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Hey,
man, you gotta put your whole mouth around that thing, though. You gotta know what you're doing. Okay, sorry. Go back to the topic. I'm sorry, guys.
The difference between a know-it-all and knowing what you're talking about.
A difference between a know-it-all and knowing what you're talking about is a know-it-all is somebody who is probably not receptive to constructive criticism, hard to talk to, things like that, because they know everything. So anytime you try to give them any knowledge, they may go in one ear and out the other. They may get irritated, things like that. And then, of course, set you up like, nigga, I already know about that. So that's the know-it-all. So for me, I don't deal too much with know-it-alls because if you can't have a conversation and communicate with me to where I'm able to give you some sort of we can bounce ideas off of each other because I don't know it all. I don't proclaim to know it all. But
you can't learn and grow.
You know it all.
There's no one. Exactly. So I can't deal with that because that's a certain ignorance because I feel like there's always room for us to grow. And so, I mean, someone could be telling you something that, in a nice tone that you just don't want to hear. As they say, the truth hurts. But you know it all. And so now you do spinning. You don't want to talk to them because, whatever. Yeah. And the difference between, so that's a know-it-all. And then what'd you say? The other one is
knowing what you're talking about.
You don't know nothing? Oh, knowing what you're talking about. Okay. Ooh, this is because I just composed a beautiful email. Can't say what to who. There's some really big people about knowing what I'm talking about. So when you're knowing what you're talking about, you need to be supporting anything you're talking about with facts. So if you can't back up the things with facts or documentation, conversations get lost all the time. So for me, I organize and prioritize facts about what I'm talking about. That's the difference. So you know what you're talking about, you know what you're talking about.
All right.
Knowing how to put some PowerPoint presentations together really work out. A wise man can play stupid, but a stupid man can't play wise.
Yeah.
What's that saying? What's that saying about you don't want to be the smartest person in the room?
Yeah.
You want to make sure that you're surrounded by people smarter than you. You know what I'm saying? So
it increases your intellect.
Yeah, you elevate, you evolve. You know, life is about enriching yourself, and if you think you know it all, you're not gonna enhance and develop. So I think know-it-alls don't know how to sit back and absorb and learn, and that's basically how you become someone who can provide facts and evidence and supporting material towards a conversation, because you're listening to other people. But if you don't have that ability and you're in the room and you want to be the best and the only person that's knows everything, that's a problem.
Yeah. And
I believe you can be a know-it-all if you're not stubborn.
Hold on. The definition of a know-it-all is basically what Amethyst said: a person who acts as though they know everything and who dismisses the opinions, comments, or suggestions of others. All right. And if
be stubborn.
you start Mrs. Know-it-all, then your brain is shut off to future knowledge. Right. And it's like, yo, like you said, a know-it-all is more so. Yeah, I might have. Cousin's been on this show mad times, but he hasn't been on in a long time. And he, every time you have something to say or you say something about something, he starts talking. And he's talking about shit that makes, he's the type that he'll talk to you about things, and then it seems like you know what the fuck he's talking about. Because he's just talking so much. You be sitting there, you be caught up like, damn, he's smart. No, motherfucker, you stupid. You dumb for one. Nigga. Know what I mean? And two, he's smart. Like, no, he's just talking, and he's talking so much that it just seemed like you know what the fuck he's talking about. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about in a lot of cases, and because he's making shit up out of.
He just know how to present his stupidness in a proficient way. Because some motherfuckers be stupid as shit, but the confidence they have behind what they're saying, you believe them. I believe the shit before.
The thing is, he is smart, but he's smart enough to know that if all you gotta do is keep talking, there's some people that's gonna just listen to him if they don't know.
And that's what I'm saying.
So he knows when people don't know what the fuck they're talking about, because he's gonna just talk about anything, and if he catches you in that moment, damn it, you're stuck. And now he got an audience.
You know what that's called?
And then some people get mad at you because you know a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And they don't.
I'm talking about people when you don't know them.
So when you know what you're talking about and you're around people who don't know what they're talking about, they consider you a know-it-all because they don't know what they don't know what they're talking about. And they're the ones who are just talking when it comes to a situation. And it's like, we can all enlighten each other. Like when we have conversations on here, like you may talk on something that I could pull something from. You may talk on something I could pull something from, and all the way around the board. And even when I'm talking, I may say something that y'all could pull from. But we're all learning and building from each other. But it's not like, oh, all of y'all said some bullshit. Everything is just stupid what y'all said. This is what it is. Like, no, it's not good. That's not it. It's like, know-it-all, like it can just take no type of reprieve from anybody any given time, and they don't want to be corrected. They won't be corrected, and they're just shutting down everything that you got to say because they know it and everything that you're talking about.
Anything you talk about, I know something about. From licking clicks to politics, I'm here.
So, Jay, I'll say this.
To add, right? Facts.
I'll say this, Jay. Sometimes when I've been in the room with a know-it-all, and I have a few friends that are know-it-alls, right? I just sit back and let them fit and let them do what they do, and just realize that everything they're saying is I don't know if it's a narcissistic behavior, but I just really just sit back and chill. I don't debate with a know-it-all. You just let them do what they do, because you can never win or have a conversation with a know-it-all. They're not listening. So, like you said, they're not open to any perception other than their own. So it's a waste of time to even have a conversation with a know-it-all because they're not listening to anybody, and they want to be heard so much. You just let them have the floor, and then you just don't. You just one ear and out the other.
You know how they used to say, if you give somebody enough rope, they'll hang themselves.
Yeah.
But I said
They tell you that, like, let this dummy go ahead and keep me in. My thing is, if you a know-it-all, it doesn't necessarily mean you bad. If you are a know-it-all and you are open for suggestions and you can take criticism, that's how you can become more into the craft of being a know-it-all. Because I believe you can learn even from a child.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with knowing what you know.
I learned
but the thing is, when you are arrogant about what you know and don't want to learn more, because you can know a lot about something, but there's also different aspects of what you know that can be critiqued and put into more detail. Somebody always knows a little bit more than you, and you have to be willing to open up your mind and be like, damn, to see it from a different perspective. That's how you make breakthroughs, by, even if you are know-it-all, being willing to learn and not be so fucking stubborn and stuck in your ways. Oh, I know this, I know that. Okay, you know that, but you didn't learn more. I didn't know how I built the whole crib from start to bottom, but nowadays you got different architect ways, different engineer ways. Motherfucker can show me how I can build that same house in 3 months instead of 6. And if I don't listen to this motherfucker, I'm not going to learn.
Alan said, I love it when the sales guy. Wait, do this real quick. Alan said, I love it when a sales guy shows up at my house talking about the windows need to be done.
Yeah.
For example, I guess I don't know it all.
Y'all for tuning in hashtag Factory, the one-stop information entertainment. We call that infotainment and the finest of fucking. We're gonna let Amethyst pick this next topic. So Amethyst, so I'm gonna read out the next. I'm gonna read out, or you want me to read out the number, or say the numbers, or you want me to read out the topics?
The topics.
All right. So this is what's left. Do men know how to be protected by women? Examples of symbiotic relationships. Are you praying for what you're not ready for? Are you praying for what you're not ready for? Speakerphone etiquette. If a man has multiple women, does that make him a womanizer? Complacency versus getting comfortable. And lastly, we have ways you can tell someone is lying.
These are good topics.
I picked them.
Complacency, and what was it? And the convenience?
Complacency.
The complacency.
Getting comfortable. So we have, do men know how to be protected by women? Examples of symbiotic relationships. Are you praying for what you're not ready for? Speakerphone etiquette. If a man has multiple women, does that make him a womanizer? Complacency versus getting comfortable, in ways you could tell somebody is lying.
Let's do complacency versus getting comfortable.
All right. So set it off. Complacency versus getting comfortable. Why'd you pick that one? Talk to us.
Because there's a lot of people that are right now, whether they're willing to admit it or not, have become complacent in their life. And that could be with their work life, their relationship life. Like, that's just it for them. They're fine with where they are.
Yeah.
So becoming complacent to me is just a thing where you don't really have an ambition to grow any further. You're fine where you are. You're comfortable. It is almost like it is a comfortability. You're so comfortable that you become complacent and you don't want any more because you have just what you need, and maybe you're just used to that. But that's just like I say, if you know better, you will try to do better. Like maybe, broaden your horizons. Like sometimes people live in this sort of box that does cause them to be complacent. And I'm going to use an example I'm going to use a relationship example. So like people, I've never been married. Like people who have been married and maybe say they're not really happy, but it's convenient, it's comfortable, this is what you're used to. I really can't stand her. I know she can't stand me. But it's working, so I've kind of just become comfortable. Then comfortability can kind of lead to being complacent because you're comfortable in that realm that you're in with that person. Now, do you have that peace? Are you genuinely happy? Things like that. No. Do you have some pictures that you can show people like, you see, this is my husband right here, but you treat him like shit. You know what I'm saying? So, or it's just basically, to me, I just feel like being complacent is just like it's like stagnant water. There's no movement.
Okay.
So you always have to have some sort of movement. And even if you have to motivate yourself, like, you know what? I know I could push myself harder because you want to be the best version of yourself. So that's how I feel about that.
All right. Go ahead, Ronnie. Are you there? Spinning.
Ronnie.
I think suspended. All right, so go ahead, Black King. Complacency versus getting comfortable.
Right? Me and myself, they two terms of flip of the same coin. Because somebody can do something, right? Like, say if you found a way to make $1,000 a day, right?
Yeah.
Some people can say, "Oh, he complacent because he didn't go out his way to figure out a way to make $2,000 a day." So I think complacency is sometimes somebody's perspective on what you're doing, but I do believe it means that you're stagnant. Like, say for instance, you fell in some quicksand, right? You know, if you move, you're gonna sink. But if you don't move, you stay alive. You still there. Yeah. But you gotta realize at what point you know you have to move if you want to get out the quicksand. Motherfuckers get comfortable in situations where complacency, I believe, eats at bigger determination and ambition. It takes away from what you could accomplish because I got this far. Like, if I'm on a treadmill and I'm trying to lose 100 pounds, and I know if I walk a mile a day, I can lose 5 pounds a week, such and such. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm not doing no more, no less. But if I want to get those results quicker, I can't be complacent because I'm going to have to walk the treadmill. I'm going to have to do the free weights. You have to always do and want more. I believe so. I don't believe it means that you're greedy or anything. We should always want better.
Yeah. Okay.
And grow. So if you just want to be stagnant, then that's your ass. That's why a lot of old heads say, you ever go back into the neighborhood and them complacent motherfuckers still out there selling drugs on the corner, drinking and this and that and the third. Motherfuckers got comfortable. Instead of, like, the real drug dealers, they what they did, they stacked their bread, they bought houses, they started business, and them niggas drive back through the neighborhood and still see them complacent pack niggas on the corner of the block.
Okay. We have Empress in the building.
Hey, can you hear me?
There you go.
Peace, señorita. Loud and clear.
Peace and blessings. How is everyone?
Welcome back.
Thank you. Hey, Bernie. Hey, Amethyst.
So tell people who you are.
This is Empress Simoki. I'm an artist, pretty much in everything. I sketch, I sing. I do have an artist page. You see it, Empress Simoki. This is a couple of songs streaming everywhere on there, little reggae, neo, soul. And it's very, very whole med vibe. So Empress Simoki. You want to hold a meditation, calm vibe, stop by my page.
We appreciate your energy, Queen.
All right.
Thank you.
We're talking about complacency versus getting comfortable. What's your take on that?
I personally don't like to spend too much time. If, the comfortability can come in a better situation, then I'm not going to just be complacent because I feel like, why am I just sitting in it?
Hey.
I want to be able to move forward and give birth and water something that's really going to bring me more flowers. So why am I going to just sit in that situation? It's going to be a waste of time probably. So no, I'm not going to just be complacent.
Okay. And what about if someone else is like, or what about getting comfortable?
To me, if you're just getting comfortable, you should want to be there. You shouldn't have to get comfortable. You should feel more than comfortable. So why are we getting comfortable? It's like saying, I'm sitting in something I'm not really feeling, but I'm going to try to make effort to feel comfortable. That kind of, to me, seems forced.
Well,
you know what I mean?
What about being comfortable in the situation is to where like you just get comfortable in the situation as to where like you ever heard someone say like you're getting comfortable, or you ever had someone that you was dealing with? And it's not always dealing with somebody else, but even if you yourself just got comfortable, maybe if you got comfortable at work. So definition here, like this is what Google
has. Okay.
So it says comfort is a feeling of confidence and competence. I like how I put both of them. While complacency is a state of contentment that can lead to stagnation.
So yeah, I would definitely want to be comfortable then. I mean, I would definitely love that feeling that if I'm waking up in the morning and going to sleep at night and that person is on my mind, I'm comfortable with those good vibes. Yeah. So I would pick comfort over complacency for sure. Thank you for reading that.
No problem. Me, myself, like when it comes to someone being complacent, state of being content that can lead to stagnation, like meaning you're stuck. It's like what Black King was saying, you're stuck in a place that you can't even you can't dig yourself out of because of the fact that your mind is just stuck in that moment. Like you're stuck in a certain place that you won't even allow anyone else to help you out of that moment. You know, and also being like getting comfortable or being comfortable. Some like when you get with somebody. And all of a sudden, they doing all the things that they have to do to get to that point. But all of a sudden, now they just got comfortable with you. Now they just stopped doing everything they was doing. Why? Because they got comfortable. You know, their confidence to the point where like, oh, you ain't gonna leave me. So it's like I don't have to take you out no more. You know, you ain't. You know, Ronnie's Rascal was like, they be like, yo, you're not gonna. You know, this isn't gonna happen. So it's like. Why should I do this? Why should I clean up? You know, like you're just gonna clean up if I don't clean up. You know, so sometimes people get comfortable. It's like, and that's why it says like confidence and competent, because it's like you could be competent or incompetent at the same time as well. Like it could be a double-edged banger because like you're confident to the point where it can hinder you. You know, it can really like just put you in the places to where it's like getting comfortable more so feeds off of you taking advantage of a situation or a person. And that's what it means to get comfortable.
They could be an opportunist.
Yeah,
and they definitely should get comfortable. And what you said as far as confidence, sometimes you get so confident, so cocky that you're so sure that, yeah, I got this just where I want, that you are comfortable. And this is all you need, but that may be what you're just taking from them. You could also be draining from the other person to speak to sort of fulfill what you're saying.
All right, and can I say this? Successful marriages are, I believe, the couples who constantly pursue each other, who constantly try to go out their way to try to make sure, like, let's say if you a dude with a chick, tongue game on point, he piping it down. So now he thinks she ain't going nowhere, this and that and the third. You don't take her nowhere, you don't take her out to dinner, and you think just because you fucking her right that she's cool. No, you can't be cool with that because she like, oh damn, the sex good, but we don't never go out, we don't do shit. So now when Shorty starts saying, I'm bored and she want to do something else, if she communicate that and you don't try to change or switch up something, she gonna leave you. And motherfuckers think that, my dick 1,000 inches and my tongue 40 inches. She ain't going nowhere. But she done met a nigga with 1,000-inch dick, 40-inch tongue, and he take her on trips. So you getting comfortable, nigga. You supposed to keep pursuing things that you want to get better. That's why I believe that successful businesses, successful relationships, successful friendships, if you are just comfortable where you at, then that don't mean that the next person is comfortable.
Yeah, so being comforted is something different from being comfortable. The live is going to end, y'all, in 20 seconds. I'm going to end it and bring it right back. All right, so join right back, y'all. Join right back. And make sure you join right back. All right. Bringing it right back. This is second hour. Hashtag Factuals Thursday night. Let me get this live shit. Second hour. Hashtag Factuals. Hour two. Talked about a lot of good topics. We got a few more that's good that we're gonna get into. All the rest of them are good too, but we gotta talk about a few more. Share the live, finish sharing the live out. I don't like how I gotta go through all this shit just to share the fucking live. It should be way easier to say the live. Tap everybody damn picture. I don't wanna do that shit. All right, almost. There we go. There we go. Sharing the live. Okay, that shit hurt my shoulder. All right. Bogus guy, what up? Let's see who's on. Trying to get people on here. All right, there we go.
Greetings and salutations.
Chat.
I would also like to say fuck your couch productions.
Fuck yo, couch. Let me change the audio up. I know how that go. I don't know why they shorten my live, but
Like the congregation of positive energy.
Yes, and the universe is within us, and
where's this at?
they can't take it. Shit.
Oh, all right, so I see you get a chance to push the button on there. All right, well, so right now, so about who was talking? Who was giving their thoughts on complacency versus getting comfortable?
He was just basically spitting back and forth just comments on after when you had read the definition that Google gave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I agree with what he said, though. It's about growth. So, why do you not want the relationship to grow? Once you connect on a physical level, there's going to be physical attraction, hopefully. Then you connect on more an emotional level, right? And then as things progress, it should be growing. You should be thinking of having conversations that perhaps are maybe on a different level than you haven't. So to me, it's a constant opening up. It's a constant, learning more about the person. And, you really should be working towards something. And so if it's not growing and it's at a standstill, then really and truly both should sit down and have a conversation about that. But I think people are afraid of.
I agree with that 100%.
Yes, indeed.
Because if y'all don't grow, why y'all together if y'all don't want to grow? Y'all just there. Like the host said, he said some people stay in relationships because we're a two-person home. We both working. I fucking hate you, you fucking hate me, but these bills are being paid, our refrigerator is full. So y'all get comfortable and y'all complacent with y'all situation. Y'all not changing. Y'all fucked up. That's why as much as you love somebody, you gotta love yourself. So for everybody out here in them relationships, them marriages, them friendships where it's like, I'm comfortable getting what I'm getting from you, so this is why I'm staying. If I'm not elevating you to do more and you're not elevating me to do more, why the fuck are we here?
Exactly. It's like in being complacent and getting comfortable are both not good situations. So
Can I just say something from the comments? Somebody said because you are not happy. Will Smith gave a good ass definition of being happy. Your partner can't make you happy. You already gotta be happy.
Yes, that's so true.
So true. Yeah, very, very true.
That is so true.
No, that's what she said, because you are not happy. Like, it's not about marriage or like relationships are not about happiness at all.
It's
No.
Responsibility to nurture our own
It's about love.
health.
It's about love.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people don't know how to. A lot of people don't know how to love or don't know what love is, and that's why divorce happens, because people don't know what love is. People.
And some people are just responsible and work effectively as a team, because you have people in 10, 15-year marriages. They got new cars. They getting houses and shit. They are responsible adults, but they're miserable. They're dying in the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I can't be in a. You can't be in a relationship where you're miserable, because then y'all stepping out on each other, or you're just not. You're there, but you're not there.
The thing is, when you're miserable in a relationship, that deals with you. That doesn't deal with the other person.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're allowing yourself to be miserable. Let's communicate, and if I communicate and ain't nothing happening, I'm out of here.
See, like,
That's true.
see, a lot of people. If you've never been, if you've never been married before, it's not that simple. Like, it's so much more that goes into marriage than just, if I'm not happy or if you're not listening, I'm out of here. Like, people want to take that approach.
No, I'm saying, yeah, this is more.
It's a lot. Like, see, marriage, you're not supposed to break that bond. You're not supposed to break that tie, unless it does.
You're supposed to work at it. You're supposed to figure out what's wrong and fix that shit.
He said, "Who's married?" I was once married. Unless it comes from,
I was married for 11 years.
Yeah, unless it comes from infidelity, or even a pastor will tell you physical abuse or some type of abuse, and you're not supposed.
Well, sometimes people grow in different directions.
And sometimes even when you're
growing apart, there's no such thing as growing apart. That's an excuse to get divorced, man. Like, growing apart is an excuse.
No, but sometimes
you're making me feel bad.
Sometimes when you get divorced, the bond is still there. You know, it's still there. The bond is
supposed to happen, man. Like, put it like this.
You know, you can still love that person.
I'm not getting on females, but if y'all do the scientific or the proof facts, more females initiate divorce, and they start doing it and breaking it down. Like, and it's not just because sometimes you got a faithful nigga, but she still want a divorce. He's not. He done got complacent. He believed that, oh, I work, I pay bills, so that's it. No, like, the fuck. That's why she fucking Mike across the street that's unemployed, because he giving her attention. He's helping her.
Yeah, and unlike a relationship, a marriage is something that you made a bond on paper and emotionally, and it's sacred to work on whatever does come up together. So
I still love my ex-husband. I'm not over it, but you know, you get married and things happen where you have no choice but to divorce that person, even though you love them. And that may not have anything to do with infidelity.
Hey, yo, let me tell you, the crazy thing is that just hit a special spot, because I still love my ex-wife, and I know she loved me. But, you know, we went through and whatnot.
Exactly.
Like, and on some real shit, I don't know about y'all, but entering back into the dating world is fucking horrible. I just wanted to say that.
Out here. Yeah, it is trash. It's nothing out here. It's nothing out here. I mean, if I could fix my ex-husband and he could be fixed, I'd still be with him right now. But you know, when you can't fix it.
You would get him neutered and keep the dog, huh?
Nah, my ex-husband, it's not infidelity.
You have to create your own decisions between the two of you. It's your contract. No one else, not even society's view of what a marriage should look like, should be able to inside that contract.
Exactly.
Anybody needs to really, so much change to what society says it should look like, as long as it is an agreement between the two of you, and that you're going to continue to work on things. And if something comes up, maybe let's sit down and talk.
Sometimes you have to. Sometimes women. I just want to say this, Jay. Sometimes women have to learn to realize they've made some mistakes in their own marriages. You know,
accountability.
You got to accept the accountability. And sometimes it be too late, and it's over when you realize it. and he done moved on, but there's nothing you can do. You have to learn from it, you know. And a lot of us women, we're so headstrong. I mean, not when it comes to infidelity. I'm not gonna sit up there, but in marriages and you get divorced with a man, you like Jay said in another topic, you know, you make some mistakes and you don't realize it until it's too late. You know what I'm saying?
When you get married, you're supposed to retract your dick from the streets. Like, you shouldn't have got married.
But look, so like put like this. So let me say this, and I want to let Living on this topic too, because I know he want. You matter of fact, Black King, I'm gonna bring you back on. Let me join Living on, because you know he only gonna stay on for a few minutes, and I'm gonna join you back on the live, right?
All
right. So I need you to exit yourself out. If I remove you, it's not gonna let you back in. There you go. Appreciate you. Where's Living at? There you go. Living is go ham on the fucking.
You know I'm only gonna join for people. Let me get my headset on real quick. Y'all talk about marriage. Y'all niggas like, hold on. Let me get my headset on.
Black King's been married for 11 years. Ronnie was married. How long was you married, Ronnie?
I was married for 5.
My anniversary coming up in my birthday on Wednesday. My 14th year is 14 years, and I've been with my wife for 20 years.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yo, dead ass.
You got it.
No. We've been married. It's coming up on 14, but we've been together for 20.
That is beautiful.
Well, nah, hell yeah, you got me fucked up. It took me 5.5 years, nigga. You know what I mean? Hold on, I gotta turn this down. Hold on. Oh shit. Hold on, wait. I gotta turn this music down. Hold on, I'm bugging. See, this married shit, man. I gotta hurry up for my wife. What the fuck is that, nigga? I'm got the music blasting and shit by accident. This is married shit. Nah, you can't see that. I look too good to have that happen. Man, stop playing with me, B. What the fuck you talking about? Matter of fact, let me go get my drink. It's my birthday coming. Let me get my drink. But hold on. Let me get my drink real quick. Hold on.
Don't come over here with no damn Sutter home, man.
Man, suck my dick with all that shit. I'm drinking what I want to drink, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? I'm drinking. Look, I got the bottle ready. I'm drinking what I want. Nigga.
He be cracking me up, bruh.
There you go. Nah, I'm drinking what I want to drink. What you talking about, B?
That's that birthday drink right there.
Nigga. It don't matter what I got. It feels good to me. That's all I get for about.
Blessed Earth Strong. Blessed Earth Strong.
That nigga hit that.
So I appreciate it.
He hit the bottle in the vent.
Oh, nigga. Salute, my guy.
You put your drink in a coffee cup.
I know, right? I was looking at that.
Where's your cognac glass? Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Much better.
Happy birthday to my daughter. Her birthday is on Sunday. Happy birthday to my brother right here.
Yo, salute to Biggie.
Today. Happy birthday to y'all, man. Here we go.
Salute to my man Alan. He come birthday. Oh, Pisces season all day. You know how we give it up, man. We Pisces all day long. Oh, I'm a water sign. I flood everything if I feel like it.
Okay.
Oh, don't get the sharkins involved. You know, orcas, we swim in teams, bro. Stop playing. I know my time, nigga. Don't let the piranha get in your ass, nigga. I'm getting focused. Water puts out fire, nigga. Don't worry about that.
But fire make water boil.
We're talking about astrology. Just know water puts out fire. That's all you need to know, B.
Hey, another fire.
But you can't get rid of us. It makes us more mad. Fire makes water boil.
Go through the water cycle.
Ooh. No, it doesn't. It makes it. But what does fire do? You need water. Come on, stop it. Just stop. You trying your best. Just stop, bro. Stop playing with me. And I'm about to go get my cig real quick.
But
water can beat fire, nigga. Well, no, let's talk about it. So, my fault. Let me Let me get my jacket because it's kind of a little chilly outside. But I hear y'all niggas talking about marriage, and I'm like, oh, y'all niggas on here ain't married. So I'm like, let me. I ain't gonna find Fish on. Can I get a pass this time? Cause you got on me last time. I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Can I get a pass real quick? It's your show. Can I get a pass?
Do your thing. Rock out. I know what you're gonna say.
So from a person that wears this ring proudly, and Fish on tell you, I never take it off. Fish on never see me a day without this on. Have you? Am I lying?
No.
I keep it on, right? I pull this ring on.
Matter of fact, congrats to Miss Anytime. He's engaged now. He just got engaged. Miss Anytime, and he wears engaged.
Oh, that's so nice.
Okay.
Yeah, salute. So on some G shit. Now go ahead. I'm about to go outside and smoke. God damn, that's a lot of bombs, bro. What the hell you doing, my nigga?
All right.
For woman, finding for wife, finding for great thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of bombs and drops and I don't know what the hell that was.
He found a wife. I found it for
okay.
I found it for fifth.
All right. Whatever. Okay. Whatever that looks like. All right, man.
I still have to try that Da Vinci. I still haven't gotten it yet. I gotta go get some Da Vinci red wine.
This say Da Vinci?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You should get wine?
Asked for. He said he recommended Da Vinci red wine. He said I haven't gotten it yet. I gotta go pick up some tomorrow.
I'm about to say I know you ain't talking about wine.
Okay, so let's hear the married perspective.
So talk about it, Mr.
So let me damn, he just cut me out. He told me to talk. He just cut me out. Okay, I guess
I said talk about it.
All right. So check this out. You said Mr. Anytime. Is he on? I don't see him.
I meant to tell you because he's not even on the live. He's in the comments. Good.
Oh, I'm about to say because I don't see nobody but two people. So check this out. As a married person myself, then I don't remember what the topic is. Because I'm kind of litty.
Talking about. Damn, what are we talking about? We're talking about complacency.
You don't remember either.
But then it got into marriages and reasons why people do.
Yeah, it's about growth.
The growth and reasons why.
Well, the thing is,
okay, and the things that men do, women do, it went left quick. But just continue to.
Yeah, I kind of heard parts of it. That's why I'm confused with the topic is at. But I'll tell you like this.
What you heard.
I'll tell you like this, what I'm going through as a married man. I ain't going to sit there and cap for nobody. Like, marriage is not easy for a man and woman. I'll be honest with you. Whether you want to call it women are a piece of work, and so is men. Like, women are very, y'all have, a cell phone. Y'all have all these apps open. Y'all pick and choose what y'all want to do because y'all very good at doing multiple things, but men, we tunnel vision, right? But women also don't know what they want in the time when you ask them. Y'all are all over the place. And men just be straightforward. Then there's another situation where it's like, okay, well, when you get into an argument, if a dude raises their voice enough, because you know how to push buttons, y'all fall back and put it on the man. But if a dude do it to them, it's like, oh, well, you being mean and it's so much shit when it comes to that. But it takes years of, I would say, discipline for both sides because they got to deal with us, we got to deal with them. And I'm only no disrespect to women. You know what I mean? When I say them, I mean y'all. Just like y'all deal with us. Now, marriage on my side, being successful, I say successful because I haven't been divorced and it's about to be 20 years, right? So when it comes to marriage, I know everybody uses the cliche thing. Oh, it's communication. Yo, communication sucks when it comes to marriage because everybody has their own opinion. Everybody is set in their ways. Communication is good though, but it still sucks. But it's about coming together and understanding. Like, you know what? You can sleep downstairs, I sleep upstairs, or I'm about to dip out real quick and you stay here, or you could dip out and I'm gonna stay here. But either party that dips out, you wonder if they cheating because because they're mad at me at this one point in time. There's a lot of different factors with marriage, but the only thing that keeps us together is like, you know what? We could be mad for 2 days or whatever. We gotta live together. It ain't like I can't kick you out, you can't kick me out because we got a house, we got kids. The one thing that happens is we give each other enough space to where it's like, you know what? I could talk to my mans, she could talk to homegirls, and we come together and be like, yo, check this out. I didn't like how you did that. Oh, shit, I don't like how you did that. And guess what happens? At some point, you be like, you know what? We'll think about it after we done talked to our homeboys and homegirls and we had enough space for a second and like, yo, we wild out. Who's going to apologize first? That's another thing. But as a man, we have to apologize first because y'all don't know how to apologize. Unless y'all do something real out of pocket, then y'all apologize. And then guess what? We just
apologize. They find a way to. Well, some will put it on you.
It depends on a woman. It depends on a woman because there's women. My wife apologizes to me like when she do something wrong, she'll text me all day long the next day because she knows she fucked up and she won't apologize. But unless I give her time off for a second, because you on time out, I'm like, yo, I ain't fucking with you. But then we come together like 2 days later because we obviously live together. Like, yo, check this out. Like, yo, because I ain't like how you did that because somebody on this live mentioned about being under God and you made these things, you made them vows. It's real because on some G shit, yo, nobody's really going nowhere because on some real married shit, we had a lot tied in for years. And let's be for real. We be mad at each other, son. We ain't going nowhere. Cause yeah, we ain't going nowhere because the nasty work is out here. Like, I feel sorry for everybody that's single because there's nothing out there. Like, I'm not divorced right now. There's no way I'm getting married again. And there's no woman that can do anything for me, especially at my age. I might as well be single until I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel the same way.
Salute to the girl. One of y'all said you know, it's about compromise. Somebody said something, but it is about compromise. You know what I mean? So
people don't take accountability.
Yeah, accountability. Yeah, somebody said that, but it's facts.
That was Black Kings. But so look, on back to what was so when it comes to reasons for being divorced, there's only one reason why you should be getting divorced, and it's like, look, and that's when it comes to infidelity. But however, physical abuse is also one of those things that passes the girls would even tell you, like, or some type of like physical abuse. However, there's, like I said, there is no such thing as growing apart. There is no such thing as I'm not happy here. There is no such thing as, oh well, this person just went that way. None of that shit exists. That means you gave up on your marriage. And if you let it happen, that means you gave up on your marriage. Because the thing is like, that's why there's so many divorces going on nowadays, because people get married not even knowing what the fuck marriage is. And this is off topic. However, but I think it's important to talk about because all of us on here was married or whatever. I mean, I'm divorced, but I know why I got divorced and living. You was there and you know why I got divorced. And it wasn't because I gave up on marriage.
Right.
I disagree with some of what you said, but I'll take taking a grain of salt. No, I'm talking about before what you said, like about some people are not ready to get married because they don't know themselves yet, and you get married prematurely.
Exactly.
So I disagree with a little bit what you. No, you didn't. You said
if you get married prematurely, you still got married. Figure this shit out while you're in the marriage. Then it's your fault that you got married.
Nah, you can't.
No, yes, you can.
It is.
But are you gonna be willing to help?
All right, son.
Are you gonna be willing, if that happens? Are you gonna be willing to help your spouse get through that period of something that they know they have to heal from? If you did get married prematurely and they finally discovered, oh my God, I have an issue and I need help getting through it. Are you willing to help your spouse through it? Now, to me, if you're married, you should be willing to do it. But if you're not married, yes, you can walk away if you like to. But I mean, you're still gonna have that issue walking away.
I'm gonna stay out of that one.
If you got married prematurely, like she said, and all these things that start to arise because you realize, oh, got married too young, and realize that it may have been infatuation rather than love. However, you took the vow. You took the vow.
Right, but you prematurely take a vow, though, bro.
Wait. Bottom line is you took the vow. There's no sometimes. When you get married, you're married. It's a covenant. It's a covenant.
All right.
Hold on, nigga, shit. You took the vow. It's a covenant. I don't give a fuck what your feelings are on it. It's what
Okay,
I'll say this, Jay. I'll say this sometimes.
Wait a minute.
No,
Wait a minute. It's
I don't.
I'm talking about what marriage is and the vows that everyone took. If you took them here in America, what the vows are supposed to be behind marriage,
you should marry your fucking
marriage vows. If you took a marriage vow under, at least under in the church or in a Christian setting or whatever, you took the same marriage vows.
Not everybody has the.
But hold on. But you don't. But you can't make a denomination on what you want to take out of it. You can't do that,
bruh.
Jay, I'm gonna say this. For my example,
What up, Amy?
I married the love of my life, and I loved him, but he was reckless, and his reckless behavior could have cost me everything that I ever built for me. So
okay,
that's a point where you have no choice but to divorce somebody.
You do have a choice. You do have a choice.
Well, I would have stayed with him and lost everything that I built.
Listen, that's up to you, because a man will lose everything that he built if he decides, if his wife step out on him or he steps out and she decides to.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the law. I'm talking about the law.
I get what you're saying.
I get what. This is not about women. I'm just saying.
I'm about to be out on this one, bro. Y'all can have it, bro.
Listen to what I'm telling you. That person, he had tendencies already. There are a lot of different routes that things could have went rather than just divorce. Marry that person for better or worse.
Yeah, well,
that looked like the worst, right? But you married them. And so, because you might have lost everything you worked on building it, the marriage wasn't about you. It's about y'all. So now, how do you?
Yeah, but then we'd be homeless. Then we'd be homeless, right?
Then you homeless together, and you figure out.
Then we homeless together, and then you got children involved. You want the children to be homeless?
Figure out how to work that shit out. Figure out how.
Man, I don't think that's.
That means you put a denomination on your vows. You did.
No, I put my child before my vows. I put my son before my vows.
Don't go before your husband.
Amen.
Your child don't come before what are you talking about? Your child leaves the nest.
Well, outside of that, the point is that's why
I don't think that makes
people go to therapy. If you have a fear that your children are going to suffer through your marriage, then that man needs therapy or the couple needs therapy. I'm just saying that to say, in a marriage, when you make that vow and you make that bond, I don't understand why people aren't willing to say, you know what, our marriage has cracks. Let's go seek some other kind of help, whether it's, some wellness.
Some people can't be helped, though. Some people can't be helped.
Well, if the fear gets you, but I'm saying
so Jay, I should have stayed I'm married and my husband be on drugs.
Of your children. Right. I'm just saying, from what it sounds like to me, Ronnie, you made a decision that I'm not going to risk something else that could happen. And then we don't know the details. Only you know the details, and everyone's situation is completely different. So maybe your situation may be something that is completely different.
No,
but on a general sense,
it's not completely different. It's not.
So it's a fear of her worrying about
her feelings and what
fear
was going to happen
based upon fear.
Her kids and what she thought when her kids are not like listen, like you leave the nest and cling to your husband. You cling to your spouse, just like your kids will do.
Yeah,
but hold on. Because if you give up on your spouse, you gave up on your spouse.
I did.
Yes,
I did.
You did, and that's what it comes down
to.
It's not.
I did. I gave up on.
And I get the factors. I get it's deeper than rap and all this other shit that goes on. Trust me, I get it. But you the vows, and then if you're saying that, I had to put my children in danger in our lives. Like, listen, people with lives endangered every day.
That's true.
People go through a lot of people go through a lot of shit, and that's what marriage is about. When you're married, you get tested, And that's how,
That is so true.
that's how you stand the test of time with your marriage. That's how you understand how strong your marriage is or how strong your bond is. Because you're gonna get tested. Somebody's gonna fuck up. Somebody's gonna have a problem. Somebody's gonna have a situation so where, damn, you gotta deal with this. Are you built? You're built, but how are you going to handle it? Did you handle it? Or did you bail? And that's what it comes down to. Like, listen, I went through 90% of my marriage being cheated on before I even decided that I was gonna even think about divorce. To keep it truthfully frank, and it went through me almost having to kill a nigga for me to say, you know what, this is it, because I know I would have. So bottom line is, if
that's ego.
Huh?
That's ego.
That's not ego. That's
I wouldn't call it ego, but I would call it self.
It is. That is ego.
You're protecting yourself
ego, but it's also
correct.
from going to jail. That's what that is. That's not ego. That is safety. That is protecting yourself.
Ego is protection. Ego is protection. Your ego is what protects you. People don't know the definition of ego.
That is very true. I forgot about that. That is so high. Okay.
If you didn't have an ego, you would walk outside the street right now and get hit by a car, thinking that it's trying to. You won't know the difference of danger. Ego isn't a bad thing. We just have so many things into collapse. My bad. I just jumped in there.
Wow, that's so true. Thank you for clarifying.
Well, I had to introduce myself. No doubt. Thank you. My name is DeLorean Moore. Go by D, a.k.a. Mr. Anytime, Anywhere.
Okay. Yes, I saw that in a movie. It was actually a cartoon where they break out every part of you. I think it's called... I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Yeah, it's called Inside Out.
Yes, Inside Out. I saw Inside Out too. And I saw the little ego guy. There was a time for him to be utilized, and it was about safety. So thank you for bringing that up. That is very important.
That was good.
And it's great to have a healthy. It's great to have a healthy one, and realize ego just means self, and divinity means I'm part of everything, and everything is part of me. So those two things interact with one another. You got ego and divinity. Neither one of them is greater than the other, but we have in this culture went to a model of I have to do things, I have to create stuff, this is what I need to do, versus me and us. Like it's a very unique thing. But who I am is what I do professionally. So I'm a certified personal trainer, fitness nutrition specialist, Bachelor's of Science Business Administration, certified and licensed in many states for financial education. Also, I am a dynamic speaker and experiential program designer. Long story short, I'm an amazing coach, and my vision is for people to get wins in their life. Worthy, inspired, natural, and sexy. If sexy bothers you, then significant. And what I want to do... and with that, with getting people wins and being a coach, I have a question for y'all. May I ask you something? Y'all open for a question?
Sure, go right ahead.
Thank you. What does every great player and every great team have in common that gets them wins?
Teamwork.
Absolutely. A coach. Absolutely. I'm happy to introduce myself. I'm that coach for you if you're looking to get
bars.
I'm complete.
All right. So go ahead, talk about it.
So I have a very unique perspective and diverse conversation in this. I was married. I got with my former wife at the age of 19. I wasn't married at 19. I met her at the college program at Walt Disney World, Magic Kingdom. You can't get any more fantasy than that. Ended up in 2007, moving down with her in Florida, coming to North Carolina in 2011, getting married in 2013, getting separated in 2021, divorced 2022. So total 18 years together, tremendous highs, massive lows, now in 2025, I'm now engaged again 3 years later to a phenomenal woman
She is.
that, oh my gosh, I can't really even describe how amazing she is and what I had to go through to actually be a yes again to love and not harden my heart and protect myself with my own ego. To pick up my wedding ring again and say that I'm worthy to be married again because I felt failure, shame, and pride. Those are the three spaces I existed in for a very long time. And I mean, I still go through pride and shame, even with her. So I think she's so amazing because she actually has been with me while I've been going through these different levels of shame and guilt and pain, like basically the grieving process. I lost my best friend to gain a new best friend. And how do I get to be to not compare the two is a very steep walk, I want to say, not only in my faith, I am a Christian and I always welcome people to Christ and I'm not sweating it if they don't. I kick the dirt from my heels and I will always spread love to them either way until one day they might come back to me like, I think I want to try that, some of what you got, because it seems like it's working. So I go from effective and ineffective. And what I wanted to bring that to marriage is there is a lot of ego in marriage. I mean, I was the one to think that my wife was mine based on this old ideology that you get married, you become one flesh. But how many of us know that sometimes our eyes do things that we're not trying to control? Our ears. Because with one flesh doesn't mean that your flesh isn't going to act out regardless of what you, the consciousness, wants it to do. Or how to be. So in that realm, like I thought maybe her vagina was mine, right? Like kind of crazy if you think about it. I'm masculine. How am I going to control a vagina? I don't know nothing about that. But that was my ego, thinking that that was part of me, my one flesh. Like, oh, this is mine. Yeah, I mean, a big dick ain't going to keep a woman, just like money ain't going to keep a woman. Like that's not what keeps a person.
The pussy don't keep a man either.
Absolutely. Listen, you won't hear me disagree with you ever.
Not at all.
my point in being and saying that is to go to the conversation of when people are having infidelity or when people are lost. How do I get to be as a leader to support that part of my flesh? Like, and the word says, oh, if my eyes offend me, pluck them out. If my ears offend me, cut them off or silence them. But in that conversation, I don't think that meant to like cut off our spouses or the people that we love. We get to grow to find out what's in us that even can notice that. And then when we work on ourselves, because we're the greatest to ourselves, who knows us better than us? Nobody. So by working on me, and once I get it rightfully clear, then I can start working on them, her or it. But it took me a lot of shadow work, personal development, and I would say that a person of color, we don't invest in personal development. We wait until a disease, which is not at ease, exists before we go and seek practical solutions that will build us up. We're not taught to invest. We're not taught to invest in ourselves, our finances, our partners, our communities, all of that. That's not something we're taught. So how the hell can we be investing in our marriage when we never even been taught to invest in ourselves in the first place?
Can I ask you a quick question?
Absolutely.
Do you think that it's healthy or unhealthy for a person who begins dating and then realizes there is a unique or a particular quality that they need to work on? Should they remove themselves and go work on it? Or do you think they should share that with their new partner so that they can work on it together?
Well, excellent question. I want to make sure that I'm understanding it. If a person understands that there's some kind of trauma or thing that may be toxic to themselves and others, should they tell the other person, hey, I need some time and I'm going to go work on myself and I'll be back for you? Or should they communicate that there's a challenge or some toxic in them and they want to continue with the person? I just want to make sure I got the question right.
Yeah, they want to continue with the person, but they're thinking maybe that's not the smartest thing to do, that maybe they're supposed to remove themselves, go work on that first, because that person is unaware of how in their relationship that is affecting them by them being unaware of what's going on. And should you share that with them if it's someone you want to continue with, or should you remove yourself and go try to work on that first? And it's not about really coming back. It's about, I think, giving respect to the new person. That some people would think that maybe they shouldn't have to deal with that, because you kind of feel like you should try to go work on something first. If you miss it, then you miss it. You know what I mean? But the most important thing is working on yourself. And it might not be something so major, but like I'm just asking you, it is a possibility that one thing could have been communicated, and they could have, especially if it's a person that's excellent at being able to really read them and share really good information in there. You know, they've got the communication, they're intelligible. And I'm saying that because I feel like that's something I've done wow, I didn't realize this is something that I'm recognizing I need to work on. Let me just remove myself from beginning something that looks like it's moving towards a relationship, and go work on that. And then if I miss that relationship like that's something I'm going to just have to deal with. But at least I'm working on me. You know, what would you think would be is it okay to, like, you know, what would you recommend?
Yeah, great question.
Yeah, let me say something real quick, and then I'll let you tackle that.
Okay.
So, what I would say is, like, when it comes to communication, a lot of times we think we communicate with somebody because we said something to them. And or because you said something to somebody doesn't mean you communicated with them. All right. And it gets to a point as to where you realize that if you're having the same type of conversation with somebody and you're going about it the same way, you got to realize that you're not communicating with them. You're not even communicating with yourself, that you're not communicating with them. Because you're allowing the same things. We all know the definition of insanity, doing the same things, right? So it's like communication is more than just saying that I said something to you. You always got to work on yourself. And when you work on yourself, that means you're going to work on, like you said, shadow work. You're going to also be able to realize who you are in certain situations. You're going to realize who you're being in those situations, or who you've been in those situations, how you were being in those situations. And you're going to realize that it isn't always on another person. It's sometimes not even on you. Sometimes the situation called for certain things. Maybe you didn't handle it right. Maybe it wasn't handled right. But you got to realize that you always got to work on yourself, no matter what the situation is. Always working on yourself doesn't mean even removing yourself from a lot of situations. You always got to work on yourself. That's a daily thing. You're never done. If you're a finished product, then you got a lot of like looking in the mirror to do. Nobody's a finished product. However, always work on yourself is what my answer is to that. Always work on yourself, and then always work on communication. Go ahead, Miss Anytime.
Wow, that's good. Thank you.
No doubt. So I'm not an answer man, and I'm nobody's guru. Vision got all the answers, and that's why he always have friction.
I don't have answers.
He be having answers. Listen,
well, that was a really good answer, because, like you said, you should always be working on yourself, but it's a personal preference if you want to. From what I gathered that he just stated, it's really that factually you need to continue to work on yourself, period, because there may be something else. Because we all assume that we are, when we get to a certain age, a finished product, until something pops up and we go, wow, I never knew that was me. And so to me, I think it's respectful to a new relationship to say, you know what, let me just pull back. I got something I got to go work on, because this is affecting the growth that we have. Now, if you're married, that's going back to the topic, I feel like you've made a commitment, you've made a sacred bond. I think, in fact, it is definitely a responsibility of you in the marriage to share that if you can. And that way you both can work on it together. But like in a new relationship, that's what I was asking.
Yeah. So you gave an answer within a question, and I don't know if you heard that. Did y'all hear that? You kind of you gave an answer in that. You answered your own question. Yeah, no, she gave an answer. She said, "I think it's respectful to let the person know that was an answer already, like to the question." I don't, and that's why I said I don't really have an answer. What I do as a coach, and what I bring to the table is I illuminate dark spots, and I illuminate the blind spots from people getting to where they say they want to be. And I will ask powerful questions until, because again, you better than anybody. Vision knows itself better than anybody. The person who has the answers is who? Myself. Yeah, exactly. Myself. Y'all, you got all the answers. I'm sorry, I don't even know who I'm speaking with. I don't know your name.
That's Empress.
And I would love to know your name. Empress. Cool.
Empress is the Rottweiler that's went upstairs, the puppy. That's Empress.
Oh, Empress with an 8. Got it. Thank you, Empress.
Yes, with an 8.
I appreciate it.
Empress,
so Empress, to respond and dignify your question, that I don't have an answer to that one. What I would offer is a tool that may support you in this. And the tool that I would support you with is clear agreement. Would mean maybe when you are interacting with a new human being or you're in a new relationship, you have clear agreement in what it is that you would like to have show up between the two of you. Like, hey, if there's some trauma and some things that you are coming up against, I would like to know about it. Do you agree to share that with me? And then from clear agreements, when things are broken, you can address it from a space of neutrality and hold them accountable. But without clear agreement, there's this weird conversation of communication that people have, and they're not really connected because they haven't agreed on anything.
Mm.
But there's this underlying assumption. Assumption is not agreement. And we are assuming machines. All of us make assumptions. That's just part of human nature. So we assume that we have clear connection. We're assuming we have clear connection. To Vision's point about communication, communication is an act. Connection is a way of being. When you're connected to a person, then communication flows.
Mm.
We can't have communication before connection. It doesn't work. The computer doesn't communicate to the internet without first having it being connected to the internet.
Ooh, if you ain't pay your Wi-Fi bill, talk to us, son. Oh, my bad.
Correct. You got to plug in first. And you can't plug into somebody else until you plug into yourself.
Yeah, well.
So I like to use it. I'm from the space, using the word, using the Bible, using my training and personal development, that a leader looks at himself or herself first before they speak. They speak to be clear and to be heard. They don't speak to respond. And what happens is if we already have an answer in our heads or in our ways of being, we're going to respond from that space. We're not a clear space where someone can be vulnerable enough to come to us and be like, I got a problem. I love porn. How can you support me with that? Like, I don't think people are going to come out with that if there's no agreement there that you can come to me and I'm not going to run away at the first sight of danger. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. I mean, I think like you said, and like Bijan just said too, one key point he made was it's about communication. Like saying something and really communicating something is two different things. And as we were having earlier with Ronnie, I think that I heard something that I've seen before, even in my life in the past. And that is a lot of times we make a lot of decisions based on fear. And if we make decisions based on fear, we may never have the conversation because we're assuming, because we're afraid. I mean, we're afraid, so now we're assuming, and now we're bailing. And I know some women have been deemed runners, and that has a lot to do with fear, and assuming that they've communicated something that hasn't really truly been a communication. It was just something stated. And there's some misconceptions there. I think that you're right. It's really difficult sometimes to communicate with people because you want to have a conversation and you really need to just be vocal about it. I saw something on, and I'll share this and I'll be quiet. I saw something on Instagram once about the difference between being in a situation like that and deciding to flee, to fight, to fawn, which is to just let it happen. Or what was it? To flee, to run, of course, to freeze, to fight, yes, to freeze. And freeze is different from fawning.
Correct.
To freeze, you're basically in a state of shock, and so you're really having a difficulty with moving. Yeah, and then fawning is you have chosen to just let it happen, but your subconscious is in fear state, so it just doesn't know what to do. It is there experiencing something it really doesn't want to experience, but to not rock the boat, to not cause confrontation. It has to do with people who hate confrontation. So to not be confrontational and to be kindly and polite. A lot of us, when we grow up, our parents are teaching us to be honest, to be kind, to be friendly. And if that was kind of something that was really, really pressed, sometimes that's the reason why they fawn, because they were kind of, that was pressed into them. So one thing I was learning just as I'm growing and others are growing and I'm seeing these different commonalities, I've learned that sometimes if there's some area where you need to work on, because when that fear base hits, you're hitting one of those buttons, you need to understand why you're hitting that button and how you can, maybe not even make a decision at that moment and have a conversation immediately, not later. Sometimes like we talked about the decisions of like the fight or flight, and you understand what I'm saying, but go ahead, I'll let somebody else talk. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. That's really important to understand those things.
Yeah, Miss Anton.
Well, Empress, you brought up great points.
I would. So go ahead, Miss Anton, the Black King after that.
I would invite you to take up the space and be worthy of the things you say. You don't need to feel like you're taking up or occupying too much time. Is my invitation to you. And
thank you.
You're welcome. What I was speaking to the parasympathetic system turning on, which is the fear-based response is turning on. They're there for a reason, and we want to have them. They have dignity themselves as well. And when it comes to when we are in those responses, whether it's fighting to be right, whether it's freezing to look good, or whether it's fawning because I don't want to rock the boat like you said, or I don't want this person to hate me. So I'm sorry. Please take me back. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I didn't mean that like that. So they don't own their own energy of having anger and righteous anger and really dealing with it because they're so afraid that the person is going to leave or do something to them. And then, of course, the last one is running to not confront themselves. And fear is always about what's in the mirror. Because if you didn't, here's a great point. Without your past, your history, would you have any fear? If you didn't have a past and history of some traumatic response, would you really have fear? Fear is a response based on a past story that happened. You won't have a baby doesn't have fear until something happens, and then they learn it and like, okay, I don't need to touch the hot stove, or I don't need to do that because I might fall out the crib. and then the ego develops afterwards to protect itself. That's why it's not bad. The come from is to be able to make the choice in those moments, and sometimes we're not able to, and that's okay. It's not bad. Like, we're all human. We get to have those breakdowns. In the breakdown, you get a breakthrough. You want to have one. You want to have a breakthrough without breakdown. So celebrate the breakdown, because now they lead you to the information of what you could work on and what led to fear in the first place. So don't demonize the fear, or don't damn the fear. Love it and say thank you, because what happens is we demonize the ego, and that part of our personality becomes an entity that only gets shit. They never get the love. And it's not fair. And then the person who wants to run and fight and all of that stuff always gets all the love. And now you're a fractured person. In identity and ego, that is. When I say all of that to like respond to what you're speaking about fear, is I think you can only come from two spaces. Either you're coming from fear, or you're coming from love. And love would appear crazy to be open to everything with a gracious heart and attitude and energy, and have a divine knowing that it all will be okay.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's a huge way of living life.
That's that.
So I said to say, yeah. Go ahead.
I can't speak on that real fast.
Yeah, I'll mute mine. Go right ahead.
A few minutes left. Go ahead, Black King. You there? Oh, my bad. The mortgage eliminator. My bad. Let's go. All right. So let's do it like this. So when it comes to like things like that, like fear, love, all of those emotes, right? All of them can have you behave in one or two ways. To push you, or to have you retract in some way. You can be pushed by fear, or you can be held back by fear. You can be pushed by love, or you can be held back by love. It really depends when those things come into play. It kind of depends on, I guess, I'm not sure if it's your personality that kicks in when it comes to the. I'm not sure if it's secondary or whatever, or your primary response, because we're not given the spirit of fear. So the spirit of fear has to take a secondary to your normal, reaction to a lot of things. And it's, if you're normally going to react on things in an aggressive way, if you fear something happening, you may attack. And if you're passive aggressive, you may take a passive aggressive or make a passive approach to fear, and ball up, like in so many terms. And those are like really the things that happen, like when it comes to fear. Like, you may get aggressive, or you may ball up. Same thing with love. Like, you may get aggressive out of love, or you may ball up out of love, because you don't want to do too much. And I guess it depends on who you are and how and who you really are in that moment. And that's probably what you really got to go off of, rather than the fear and the love, because we're not, like I said, we're not given the spirit of fear, but we are given, command to love.
Yeah, I would interject here, and not make me bad or wrong. But love isn't forceful. That's not how love isn't forceful. God is love, and He doesn't force anything. So I would say that sometimes we do get these things into collapse, and then we start not being very distinct in the words and what we choose. Gold is gold, love is love. There's not a distinction between the two. We as humans like to do that, but really, some things just are what they are, and they actually only create more of it. Love only creates more love. Love doesn't. Love creates love.
Not necessarily.
War creates war.
But
Yeah. Love.
I guess
That
I
is
can't say that. I guess I can't say that.
gold makes gold. Steel sharpens steel. Iron sharpens iron.
Sometimes
Diamonds cut glass. Diamonds don't cut each other.
Sometimes your love fuels someone else's hate. You know, and it's
That's not it. Your love is your love. That's period. Like your love is love. If we use Christ, Christ was love. They
The
didn't.
live is gonna end in 10 seconds, y'all. The live is about to end. Look, this is it for the
But
night.
yeah,
Thank y'all for
the
tuning in.
devil is just the devil, son.
Indeed. You ain't never lie.
The devil is just the devil.
Love y'all. Peace.